I think it had another 120, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Give me this quick crypto bio. We should probably take a little rest as well. Have some monsters, etc., etc. Ceramics are rare, usually found in mule camps. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I mean, we could raid that mule camp. I'm hoping that those dudes that we knocked out are still asleep. We could always just run up and punch them. So here's the thing. You're like, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to finish it. Somebody else could finish it. But I've already done 90% of the work, okay? So because I've done 90% of the work, I don't want to let anybody else get the final 10% done and then be like, we did it. We didn't do it. I did almost all of it. You came along and got the last hit, and it's giving you the kill, right? I don't accept that as acceptable. Oh, sorry. I need to finish that 10%. Because if I don't finish that 10%, somebody else can take my credit. I would be unhappy. I've done 90%. I want to do the last 10. Yahoo! Yo, you see Big Steppin'? Big Steppin' Redis. High of -30, wind chill of -55 in the morning, -47 in the afternoon. That sucks. That's truly terrible. A high of -30 is that's pretty bad. Oh, look at that. Battery charge, a little blood transfusion. Pop that in the disk drive. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Canada's no joke. Like, that's why I will weather the storm. Like, I'm not that sensitive when people want to make fun of Vancouver. There's, like, a lot of stuff you can make fun of Vancouver for. Some of it's a little lighthearted. Some of it's a little minkus, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's February 7th. I'm looking outside. It's gorgeous. It's sunny. Like, you ready for this? You see the sun hitting my face? The weather is beautiful. It's fantastic. Yesterday, I went for a walk with wife and baby, and we were annoyed because it was a little windy. Oh, isn't that? It's a little windy. It's February. We're out for a walk in like a sweatshirt. I was like, "Ooh, the wind's oh, it's a biting chill." People are out in like bike shorts. Oh, I shouldn't have put my hat on before I had to shower, but. So anyway, like by all means, make fun of the city. You know, it's a high quality of life here. You know, weather-wise, at least in the wintertime. It's pretty sweet. One day the big one will come and destroy us all, but not yet. That's what I'm saying. I think the Pacific Northwest is like the ideal climate. Does it rain a lot? Yes. Of course. Like, it's a given. And it depends what you... Like, I really think that there's essentially... There's three places you could want to live that have the perfect climate, okay? Pacific Northwest is it for me. You know, it's temperate all year long, never really snows. Spring and summer is absolutely gorgeous, not just weather-wise, but also like, you know, scenery-wise, it's awesome. Another one would be, you know, if you absolutely hate any colder weather, something like, you know, Hawaii or, you know, Southern California, like San Diego or something like that, I could totally understand. It's not for me. I'm not a hot weather sort of guy, but I get it. And then the third one would be if something is wrong with you and you feel like you can't have any joy unless you've experienced an equal amount of displeasure. Then you live in the east coast of the United States, the northeast coast, and then when it dumps 40 inches of snow on you every single week and you've got to wake up at 4 a.m. to turn your car on so the engine gets de-iced before work, and you got to use a little plastic scraper from Lowe's in order to make the windshield actually visible so you can drive to work, and your hands, by the time you get to work, you can almost like not even take your fingers off the wheel because your hands have frozen in this position. Then maybe like Boston. Maybe Boston's for you. In that case, you'll be in good company. And then you come from the East Coast to the West Coast, and you say, like, it'll rain once in July, and people will be like, I couldn't live here. Good. Go. Weak. It's weakness. I could never live here. It rains too much. Crazy. Oh, sorry, I lost myself for a minute there. We need some more ceramics. No, we've taken all the ceramics, I see. Taken all the ceramics. All right, let's... Give me a story mission. We'll get some ceramics here. Going to craftsman. Deliver the gun parts and anti-BT weapons. Haven't pissed in a while, so it seems like good timing. Well, it's a thing that's crazy. Like, and again, I love my parents, but my parents, they've lived in the same city like essentially their whole lives. So I think they like it because they've lived there. You know what I mean? Not because it's like innately like likable, weather-wise, not amenity-wise. So like, they'll come out and be like, oh, I don't think I can handle it out here. Like it rains too much, and you're just like, I mean, in my hometown, there's like 2 weeks of the year where it's nice. If you'll excuse me, I just need to see where we're going. Like, the winter is unbelievably cold. It does get colder in some other places, but, it'll freeze your dang bones, right? The summer is too hot. It's like, it averages like over 30 degrees Celsius with tons of humidity. It's really like only nice for a couple of weeks in May and like a couple of weeks in September. That's about it. Can't go that way. There's a cyber fence. My mistake. That's nothing. I live on the surface of the sun, and it's about plus 3 trillion degrees. Plus we got all the noxious solar flares and gas flare-ups constantly. And that minus 30, that's not cold. I live in Svalbard, Norway. It's on the border of the Arctic Circle. I wear shorts to school if it's anything more than minus 25. Everybody thinks I'm super cool when I wear my shorts to school. Everybody's always like, whoa, is that guy wearing shorts? Is that the guy who wears shorts when it's cold out? Oh. Can you talk to him? Can you tell him my girlfriend has a crush on him? Excuse me, we're just working our way out here. No, we can't go to the auto paver, okay? Because the auto paver requires ceramics. We don't have ceramics yet, so we're just going to do the mission, okay? We're just going to walk over here. We're going to walk over here and do the mission. Should we have deposited our metals? Probably, but the larger your profile as you run here, the less likely predators will try to take your cargo. It's very simple. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, it's intimidation, man. Tomo, I'm gonna let you out, okay? I'm gonna let you out. But I want you to consider how you want to come back in. Because you're sure taking a lot of liberties with the in and outs today. Give me a quick scan. Oh, 1 like received from BB. Thank you, BB. Thank you, BB. Why does your character look like me on my first day of school? That's a good question. I mean, what were you taking to school in, like, the first grade? Pretty sure I just brought myself. Maybe a lunch pail? Bricks? My father put bricks in his backpack. This is why we bring ladders. Ladder detected. Was your desk messy or neat? I'm a messy desk guy. Especially in school. I would just shove all the books, loose paper, like, etc., etc. This seems really not good. I always... Oh my god, he's... Here I am. Heavy like on this one, Carlos. Heavy like on this one.
Thanks for the help.
You know, I subscribe to the idea that a person's desk is a reflection of their brain. So I would rather have a messy desk than an empty desk. That being said, one of my weak suits as a child, for sure, was that I was inattentive when it came to organization. Shove stuff in my desk, willy-nilly, take me forever to find it. Backpack, similarly, just shove stuff into the backpack. Didn't take the 2 seconds to make sure it was placed properly. Sometimes, you know, you'd be like, why does my backpack smell? And you'd be like, oh, there's an old, like, tangerine that fell out. I didn't even notice, and now it's starting to turn. Like, it's, it was a bad habit for sure. It's pretty gross. And, I wish I put more of an emphasis on, like, on organization when I was younger. Your generator, dude. I appreciate it. Thanks for the leg juice. Because now that I'm older, like, I think I find it less natural to be organized, but way more important. Because when you're a kid, like, people will, you know, they'll cut you some slack because you're like a little kid. When you're an adult and you're disorganized, people are like, well, this guy's got a problem, right? So I've been working on my organization. Really, so many of my, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here. Like, so many of my operations errors in real life result from the core position that I have in my personality, that I would rather do something decently but quickly than take the care that it actually warrants to do it as well as possible. But it's something I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to, you know, don't try to rush the chore immediately and try to get it done as soon as possible. You know, take your due diligence, do it properly, and, you know, if you do it properly, you know, it's just better all around, basically. Yeah, don't skip the tutorial of main assembly. If you skip the tutorial, go back to the tutorial of main assembly, etc., etc. Yeah, again, it comes with negatives. It also comes with positives, for sure. Like, I'm so much more... Oh, uh-oh. BB? It's raining. By default, I'm so much more productive in terms of the quantity of output in any task than the average person. Now, sometimes that's amazing. If they were like, hey, you know, wrap 17 Christmas presents. No problem. If they were like, hey, wrap 1 Christmas present nicely, I'd be like, that's an impossible, it can't be done. It's an impossible feat. If you need 17 Christmas presents wrapped like garbage, though, and you need it done within 5 minutes, oh my god, I'm your man. Okay, we should equip our hematic grenades, of which we have none. That's not great. Excuse me? We do have one? I dropped it? Don't hold your breath. There's so many buttons. Strand. Macros was right. Oh my god, it's full of strands. We do have hematic grenades. Okay, put that away for now. Red doesn't mean out, it means deadly. How about that? Let's get another ladder going down here. Anyway, so you know, it's part of getting older, you know? You recognize that, like, some of the things that you thought were, like, you things, like, oh, I'm not like this, like, oh, I'm not an organized person. It's really less about, like, you know, it being, like, an innate part of you that you're disorganized, and much more about, like, you just, you know, didn't take the time to do it as a kid, and thus you never got good at it, and I don't know, maybe people, like, made excuses for you. So trying to be a little bit more mature about it and be like, these things that I'm naturally bad at, it's kind of important to, you know, try to improve upon them. But it's also very slow because you've built these habits for, like, you know, 30 years. I think I can live with this ladder. It's not perfect. I think it's okay. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Please don't tell me I have to cross again. You could also outsource that stuff. It's true, but I don't know. Like, I oftentimes, and this is not like a cry for help, but I do sometimes, like, I feel like I'm caught in between two generations of content creator. Like, I really feel like the older generation, this is like, oh, it's going to be a touch spicy. But I feel like the older generation of content creator really tried to optimize their work so that they worked like an hour a week to make a cool YouTube video, and then they took the rest of the time off. I feel like they were like, the reason they got into YouTube was, you know, as a hobby and for fun, but then when they hit, like, you know, full-time status, they were like, now it's all about that, like, Tim Ferriss, you know, 4-hour work week sort of stuff where, you know, anybody that works more than they literally have to is like a rube, right? And then the younger generation of content creator is almost like the exact opposite. They're like, I work 16 hours a day on my content, and, like, I outsource everything. I outsource the cooking, the cleaning, the editing, the video thumbnails, the, you know, PR, blah, blah, blah. So I really feel like I'm kind of, like, in the middle of that. Like, I've talked to other streamers, and they make, like, a logical case. You know, instead of doing, you know, like, let's say I do have, like, an hour of domestic maintenance a day. Dishes. I mean, it's much more than that because of the baby, obviously. But, you know, assuming you were, like, childless, you had an hour of domestic maintenance a day. What if you instead just got, you know, a cleaning service, or, you know, you just got DoorDash for every meal. You had people, like, you know, do your laundry for you and stuff like that. You could totally do it, and, like, oh jeez, it's slippery mud. You could totally do it, and the kind of the scary thing about it is that you would make more money by working during that period than you would spend on paying somebody else to do the chore for you, in all likelihood. But it just kind of, to me, I'm not really looking down on it at all, but to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I would be ashamed, I guess, like, if that makes sense. No, and I don't think that anybody that does it would necessarily feel the need to feel shame, but I think I would be like, I don't know. I guess I aspire to have a more balanced life than I actually have, where I, you know, I take some pleasure and some value in maintaining my own household, and, you know, especially just disconnecting from the stream from time to time. I think you can do it in either way. Like, I think you can totally, you know, and, you know, this is a disrespectful way to phrase it. I think you can kind of no-life it, and you're kind of winning because you're completely optimizing, you know, your income. But I guess, I don't know. Like, maybe this is a weird thing to say, but I kind of see myself streaming for, like, a long time. I don't see it as, like, a race to pile up, you know, gems and jewels. And then, like, you know, once you can't stand it anymore, get out. Despite what I've said a few times. I mean, there may come a day where I'm like, you know, I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore. But for now, I'm like, I want to do it for a long time. And I think one of the things that helps is, like, genuinely not being on all the time. Even if being off means you're doing the dishes or something. But I definitely think there's, like, multiple ways to handle it, for sure. I'm also a weirdo, right? Like, I think that, I think there's a ton of value in doing things you don't want to do. Like, there's a lot of chores I don't like, and I really should, like, do those chores more often to get good at the things that I'm bad at. You know, like I did my taxes yesterday. It's only February, you know, I did them on February 6th. You don't need to do your taxes on February 6th. Why did I do them so early? Because I was like, I realized that I was procrastinating them and I was like dreading doing them. So I was like, I better do them then. That's like this, the fact that I'm dreading this means that like I gotta do it right away. Otherwise I'll just do it later and dread it the whole time anyway. So why not do yourself a favor and just get it done early? Anyway, but it's, you know, I'm not perfect. This is ambition, not actually practice. Yo, is this Christian Slater, man?
I get it. Bridget is using their IDs to complete
Christian Slater.
Well, good work, son. I'll take that off your hands.
Call me son one more time.
Looks brand new. Wow. Been a while since I've seen cargo in such good shape. Thank you kindly. No, it couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, like, it was pretty simple, but you do owe me 2 ladders, I think. S rank. Master Handler. How about that? Ooh, keep your balance more easily. One more thing. One more thing.
Everyone knows Fragile was behind the attack that wiped out Middlemont City. Only a damn fool trusts that terrorist to deliver shit now. But here you are, filling in. Keeping her business alive for her, am I right? I swear. Can't trust anyone these days. Don't try sweet-talking me onto your little network. You know why there's been so many terrorist attacks
Oh, here we go.
recently?
We found the guy who logs into Netflix via his VPN.
Uniting the country. Join the UCA.
Yeah, keep my money in a bank, right? So instead of having all this silver under my mattress, I can have a number on a screen? I don't think so, sheeple. Did you know that the US dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power since it's been taken off the gold standard? Did you know that?
Not the sort of equipment the UCA
Since 1935, when it came off the gold standard, it's lost 95% of its value. Did you know that 35% of all the American dollars that have ever been printed were printed in the last 12 months? Did you know this?
And you brought my order like I asked.
Actually, he's being pretty nice. He seems like he's being kind of a nice guy.
Chiral network is a big step. But if you could prove to me
I do love the zoom is important, for sure.
How about this?
Oh my
Do
god.
another run for me.
Bro, you got any ceramics in here? From the way you're talking, I think you got some ceramics.
Good work. New order
Got any ceramics? I'm trying to build roads here. Nope. Nothing. Orders for Sam. Recovery toolbox. You want me to deliver it to the center of this crater, huh? You want me to walk it into the middle of the crater? It seems somewhat suspicious. Sure, why not? Oh, you're retrieving it for him. Okay, I want to take on a new order. Oh, wait, that's our... Is that our genuine mission? Oh, jeez Louise. Many people have also told me, NL, you should use your container repair spray. Which I think, in order to do... Hold on. You're going to access this menu. And then point backwards. Am I insane? Like, this is how we're supposed to do this? That's amazing. Oh, that is funny. All right. You know what? That does have a star on it. You're not wrong. Recover the toolbox. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to do this mission for you. But in the meantime, don't speak to me. My only condition for doing this mission is that you should not speak to me.
I'll unlock it remotely once you get there. Oh, and take some of those hematic grenades you brought with you. Nothing you'll want more when those BTs put your back against the wall, right? Here's hoping it won't come to that.
Doom run. So anyway, that's my thoughts on real life. Yeah, go ahead, put that on your back. I'll take some boots. I'm always happy with boots. But I do think we should also recycle our materials here. Or we can't? Okay, well, I don't mind placing, you know, some of this stuff in a private locker. And then when we come back, we can maybe grab it. So we certainly don't need all this resin, like, while we're walking around. Yeah, see, I'm starting to come up with some ideas on, you know, I'm starting to understand why we would want some things and not others, I think. Oh, I'm so agile now, too. Okay, crater. Right there, okay. I did think about watching the Super Bowl. I thought maybe I'd watch the Super Bowl today. I don't think I'm gonna, though. Mostly because it's on right now, and the audacity of them to run the biggest sporting event of the year up against Death Stranding Stream 4. Like, come on, man. It's just disrespectful. Okay. Don't worry. BB's gonna come online here in just a second. They're rebroadcasting your stream on one of the big screens. Yo, hello, Tampa Bay. Hello. Hello, Tampa Bay. Go Kansas. I don't care who wins at all. They both got good narratives, right? I don't know anything about football. Oh, dude, 80 ceramics. That's legit. Elegant pen. Honestly, I was just thinking about the fact, like, I'm glad that we had a kid this year. Because the Canucks are garbage. And I think if the Canucks had a great playoffs, which they did, and then they totally sucked it up in the regular season, and I didn't have anything important in my life going on, I probably would have been, like, you know, more annoyed than I am. Like, they've been getting their ass beat almost every single game. And I've just been like, how about that? All right, well, anyway, you know, time for a diaper change. Which is probably the way that, you know, we should be treating sports to begin with, instead of like a, you know, a mood-altering, sort of pursuit, but still. Okay, it's very simple. We just got to get the toolbox. Let's chill out for a moment here. Yeah, like every single Canucks game, it starts with a tweet that is like, you know, game on! And then I think we played 15 games. In like at least 9 to 10 of those games, within 5 minutes, the same Twitter account has to make a tweet that's like, 1-0, bad guys. It's like being a Sens fan. I hate to say it, but you are absolutely correct. I thought that we would all be laughing at the Senators. In reality, it turns out it's everybody laughing at the Senators and the Canucks. I thought we were going to be, you know, in on the joke. It turns out that we are actually part of the joke. That's okay. Okay, so this is the scary part. How... elegant. Okay, let me hit you with something right off the bat. We're also going to put another ladder. Oh, son of a... We ain't got one. You can just walk up. Oh, you can walk up that thing. Yo. You are not wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Crouch down. 320 ceramics. I am rarely wrong. I'd say, honestly, Macros, I'd say that's true. Although I will say, I don't know if you were behind it. And again, like, it's really nobody's fault except for, you know, maybe the government's. But we did receive something in the P.O. box from Larian. I think it was like some kind of like graphic novel or something like that. And then, okay, just chill for a second. Just chill for a second and then move. And then there was like, the duty charge on it was like really high. And Kate went off. She was like, I don't understand, like, why do all these companies send us stuff in the mail we don't even ask for? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I've said the same thing on stream many times. It is annoying. It's like, is there a way that, like, we can just say, like, refuse delivery to the P.O. box for all this stuff? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, we could scrap the P.O. box. And she's like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, yeah, it's a stupid idea. Me neither. What was I thinking? But yeah, so Macros, if that was you, you got some explaining to do. But it's, you know, nobody was actually, like, upset. Mostly just kind of, it was just some venting. It wasn't me? Alright. Because she was upset. No, she wasn't. I was just joking. Alright. That being said, I mean, like, it is annoying. Like, you go to the post office and you're like, they're like, hey, we got 6 packages for you. And you're like, whoa, 6 packages, dude. 6 packages, that's sick. And then they're like, oh yeah, there's some duty on these. And you're like, not sick. Because you don't even know, you know what? I've decided I don't really want that. If you could auto-arrange my cargo for me, please. And then, but you, because it's kind of awkward to be like, no, I'm not going to pay for this because I don't know what it is. And they're going to be like, well, what do you want us to do with the package? And you're like, oh, I'm going to, you know, can you just take it back? So you just pay it, and then you go, oh, son of a, what the heck is this? It's like a t-shirt from a game I've never even played before. Or sometimes they'll, like, send you a piece of paper with the game code on it and, like, a poster. And I'm like, man, just send me a, like, not to be rude, but, like, just send me an email, man. That's, like, that's what it's there for. Okay, very simple. Very simple. We're pretty stealthy. Yeah, Bethesda did send us a banana one time, because it was like, they were doing like cool merch for the game Prey, but by the time it made it through like customs and we picked it up at the P.O. box, the banana was like pretty moldy. It's just one of those things where it's just American mindset, right? You're like, I'll ship food. What's the big deal? And then you're like, you know, you're like, okay, the duty on that'll be $30, and you're like, all right, $30, coming right up. And then you open it up, and it's just rotten fruit, and you're like, could have done without that today, but excuse me, I'm just gonna drink a Monster Energy drink. Down the hatch, bon appetit. Send it. I mean, it sounds rude that, like, oh, don't send us stuff. Like, I don't mind when, like, fans send us stuff, because it's usually, like, nice letters and discourse and stuff like that. Uh-oh. But, like, the PR stuff, I'm always like, man, just send me an email. It's way easier. Okay, he's gonna take a deep breath. That's not good. Yep. Confirm not good. Run. Run, please, Norman. That is not good running, Norman. No, 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 don't do this. All my stuff, dude! Oh, no. Here we go. You take out that grenade real quick. What the heck happened to my... Where's my grenade, man? You can't do it once you can't do it here. You just gotta send it. Just get out of the goo. You're doing great so far, sweetie. You're doing great so far. The goo's not too far away. You just gotta get out of the goo. You're so close, Norman. You're free from the goo. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would like to go back and get my stuff. No problem. Look at that. It's just that easy. I can't believe I've never died in this game with the reckless abandon with which I treat everything. Oh, this is me loading up at the buffet, man. Legit, what was that? Like, when you get captured by BTs, because you're lazy about it, like I am, they send a whale to come, but if you escape the whale, then you don't die. I'm pretty sure if you get caught by the whale, you're going down, though. What is the best British beer? You know what? That's a good question. I feel like I have not consumed that many British beers in my day. Whoa. So, like, in university, I consumed a lot of Carling, because I considered it to be the best beer in its price range. That's huge right there. Because the price range was literally, like, the cheapest that they offer at the beer store. And you're gonna laugh, but I genuinely... It's all garbage. As bad as Carling is, it was better than the other stuff in the wheelhouse there. For sure. And then, like, as far as other British beers, I've only really had, like, you know, I've had Boddington's. I think Boddington's is fine. I guess I've had Stella Artois. I've said it many times, but it's humorous and, like, a testament to marketing. That apparently, I was shocked to find out that Stella Artois is considered, like, a cheap and kind of trashy drink in England. Whereas in Canada, it's actually, like... They run ads where people go to, like, really cool bars made of mahogany. And they go, like, Stella, please. And, you know, they have, like, a cool little knife that, like, they scrape the foam off the top and stuff like that. It's considered, like, an import here. Because it is imported. I guess it's from Belgium anyway. Or from Belgium, but not England. Dude, that's the other thing. When I was in England, I've only been there once. And I went to one really cool, like, ale house that had a lot of, like, microbrews and stuff like that. That was very sick. I had a lot of delicious beer there. But every other place in the country, it seems like they're just drinking Peroni all the time. I'm not trying to be a snob about it. Like, you like what you like, but Peroni, not like a stellar, not a stellar drink. It's kind of like a, you know, like a nothing lager. I didn't like, people were going wild over Peroni. Oh, you guys want another round of Peronis? Like, it's crazy.
Weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had Foster's before. It's the same thing. Like, Foster's is one of those things that, like, you know, okay, so again, now this is now, now it is snobby, right? So I apologize, but it's one of those things where, like, if somebody shows up and they brought Foster's, you're like, it tells me everything I need to know about your beer palate, which again is fine, don't get me wrong, but it basically, you're paying more in Canada, because it's an import, you're paying sometimes a lot more for a beer that is like, you know, you could get a Foster's quality beer much cheaper here.
You actually went into that hellhole.
Like, why are you paying extra prices in order to get something that's just as bad as you know, kokanee or something?
I was giving you an impossible mission.
I mean, I honestly didn't think we would complete this mission over the course of the stream today.
Now we're talking. Whether you see the weapons I make with these sand bridges.
Turns out it was really easy, actually.
Thank you.
Oh, don't be mad that the cargo... You didn't see what happened, man. You didn't see that I got hunted by a freaking cyber whale. You're gonna be upset that it's like, you know, oh, there's a little ding on the briefcase.
Fragile and her crew never did me wrong. Could say I owe them even. If they're running with Higgs now, then that makes them as bad as him, don't it? It's as if all the motherfucking terrorists.
Oh, here he goes again.
One big happy family.
Here he goes again.
Might be time for us to do the same.
Well, like, I'm a little bit of a beer snob, but I also, you know, I've been in the position as a student where you're like, I just want the best tasting thing that's also as cheap as possible.
Connect me to the chiral network.
So I understand, you know. There's times where you're like, what's the best beer for me? And then you go, oh, what do you like? Do you like, what kind of IBUs? Do you like, you an IPA or a porter? How do you feel about sours? How do you feel about, you know, Belgian wheat beers and stuff like that? Then you can recommend something nice, right? But sometimes people are just like, you know, I gotta bring a 12-pack to a kegger this way. Well, I guess you wouldn't bring a 12-pack to a kegger, but you get the idea. They're like, I am gonna get hammered. What's the least torturous way to do it on a budget? And you're like, okay, then, you know, you gotta get Blue Buck. What the heck is a bola gun? This is a PP Bison? Oh, it shoots bolas. Okay. The little the sphere on a string that causes people to fall over.
Right. Now that you're looking out for me, it's only fair that I look out for you. So, as long as you keep me connected, I'll keep on supplying you with my best tools. And together we all might live a little longer.
I know this guy.
By the way, check out this beauty I made. It's called a bola gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute.
What's this guy in?
It's non-lethal, of course.
Don't say Death
I can't
Stranding.
promise it won't leave marks, but that's on them. If you think you could use it, take it.
He used to run Guerrilla Games. Okay, maybe I don't know him.
As is, you can use swap out those wires.
Oh, you can bola the BTs? How about that? Dude, you know, wait, do we still have these ceramics? Do we still have the big containers of ceramics? Because we can complete our road to end the stream. Oh, baby.
Time for me to do mine.
Oh, baby.
Good work. New order available.
I mean, we must still have the ceramics, right? Like, look at my back. Okay, I'm gonna use some container repair spray. Make sure you can put it on selfie mode. Sick. Grab the order just to have it. Okay, okay. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good. If I can hold it on my back at least, it's good to have it. Where are we going at? I need to go back to no engineer. I don't really care, honestly. If you want me to go to Lake Knot City, then we're talking. Samples of food rations, toss them on. I'm going that way anyway, brother. Just toss them on. Load them up. Load them up. You know what? I'll just carry these in my hand, man. That doesn't bother me. Look at that.
Order assigned.
Off to work, honey. He immediately dropped it. Sorry. If you'll excuse me. Todd, if you could just... He won't pick him up? You won't pick it up? Oh. There we go, there we go. Die Hard Man, shut up, dude. I'm overloaded, dude. My knees are about to explode.
The grid and the Cairo network is looking better than ever. We're planning to use a regional distro center as our
Okay, that's all good. Can we just handle this at the stand-up later?
Got a priority task here. A mess in need of cleaning up. We need you to recover one of Lake Knot City's system servers.
Okay, I'm on my way.
They sent it out for repairs and mules hit the transport on the way back. The server contains validation data for a new delivery system we're deploying. Once in place, it will use the Cairo network to automate deliveries. To us, it's invaluable. To the mules, it may as well be a toaster.
What are you talking
a toaster
about, dude?
They'll happily tear apart for the Cairo crystals and rare earth metals inside.
This could have been an email.
If we don't act quickly, we could lose that data. So get your ass to the mule's drop site, snatch the server, and bring it back to Lake Knot City.
Okay, just...
I'm putting the order in myself.
Big
Check
whoop.
your cufflinks for details.
I can't. My hands are full, man. I gotta... the agility with which I'm holding all these buttons down right now. We're mainlining straight back to Lake Knot City first. Take me back to the Lake Knot City. You're okay. You're okay. Just hold the buttons. Boots are kind of running a little low, though. Boots are running a little low. I mean, dude, Sam, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Can you imagine? Like, you ever get confidence in an idea, but it takes so long to complete that by the time you're completing it, you've lost confidence, and then you just never finish it? Happens all the time in, like, you know, programming, right? You're like, oh, this would be a cool idea. Then you get working on it, and then you're like, oh my god, this is going to be like another 500 hours of work. And you lose it, right? You lose the passion. I am amazed at the fortitude that never happened to Hideo Kojima at any point during Death Stranding. This is not a game I feel like you could make unless you never lost confidence in yourself. You're telling me there was no point in... Oh my god, it's going to be BT City too. There was no point in 2016 where Hideo Kojima went, what the heck am I making? Package delivery simulator? Like, really? What am I doing? I could have still been a Konami and making Metal Gear Solid 6, man. Nah, he just mainlined it. It's incredible. I'm envious, like genuinely very envious. You'll excuse me, I'm gonna make my way in the world today. Takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Oh. Sam, Sam, get the stuff, Sam. Okay. No. Okay, it's okay, Sam. It's just metals. Just let him go. Let him go, Sam. It's just metals. It's just metals. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your life. It's fine. I'm letting him go. I know we could get him. I'm choosing not to worry about that. I'm choosing to let him go.
Starting to cramp up.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were on electrolyte duty. Quick little monster. Look at that. Stamina restored. I'm not going back for the medals, man. I'm not like that's how you lose everything. That's how you lose everything. Wouldn't mind replacing my shoes though. They're right there. Yeah, on a little island in the middle of the freaking stream. That's spicy. It's risky. I would like to offload these, please. Yeah, we're not greedy, man. There's enough resources in this game. I took the boots with me. Drop the boots, please. Thank you. There you go. To grab your backpack straps. So I think the thing I was holding, I think it's now on my back. So we should still be able to complete that mission. I wouldn't mind being out of BT territory though. Yo, look at this road, man. At least I'm getting my steps in. Great line. Yo, do you think somebody dismantled my ladders over here? I would be highly upset. Just trying to avoid... Oh, that's my ladder. It's over there. Just trying to avoid Mule City over here. If possible. You're okay. You're okay. This is what the exoskeleton's for. Turns out we did not even need to cross the river that cost us our medals. But check this out. We wouldn't have gotten these... preserved whatever they were. I don't know. They're important. That's all I know. Some snacks. Oh, baby. This is like one of the best games ever made, I think. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. Like, if you're not into it... Uh-oh. Thematic music? If you're not into it, I completely understand. I would caution, you know, I definitely do not think this is one of those things. I think some people will be like, oh, people only like it because it's weird. People like it because it's so random. Holds up spork. I'm just actually... like, genuinely having a fun time, like, running through the wilderness, man. I don't know how to... Well, I guess it's not really wilderness, but... I don't know how to explain it, but, like, just doing this task and knocking it off the to-do list... I'm living for it right now. Definitely a game that benefits from having company. Or I don't know, maybe the loneliness would kind of add to the experience a little bit. Next, Isaac. Oh baby, you'd love Subnautica, to be honest. Oh man, I don't want to break your heart. I played Subnautica on the stream like 2 years ago. I actually really liked maybe the first 1/3 of Subnautica, and I thought that the middle of Subnautica was, you know, totally fine. The last 6 hours of Subnautica, I was not a huge fan of, but I recognize that it is a beloved game, and I'm kind of in the minority on that one. Dude, is that the road? Did someone build our road out for us? If they built it, I do have to ask, why did they build it so stupid looking? It's built like a freaking roller coaster, man. It's like Polybridge. Sunday stream tier list based on your preferences would be interesting. You're not wrong. I mean, there's some like incredible Sunday games. Fallout New Vegas. Like, it's weird for me to say. Fallout New Vegas is like, oh no, is like S tier, and Fallout 3 is like D+ tier. FMV Arc was a good time. Deadly Premonition 1 and 2. I thought, look, 1 is a better experience than 2. But I still thought Deadly Premonition 2 was a similar experience. I had a good time with it. Dude, Murdered Soul Suspect. Murdered Soul Suspect, bad game, but a fun stream. Goodbye, medals. Oh, is it a ladder? Oh. Said no one ever. Mass Effect 1. Both Mass Effect 1 and 2 I thought were fun. That was ages ago, but Quiet Man was good. I was saying though, like, I hope people don't think that I'm you know, being just negative for the sake of being negative. Malf was saying, like, when Mass Effect Remastered comes out, he's gonna play like and Malf, you might even be here, but he was saying he's gonna play like Mass Effect 1 and 2 and maybe 3 on stream. And I was like, nah, man, don't do it. I don't like, and it's not out of rudeness. It's just that I think those games are like, they're kind of a snoozer on stream, you know? Like, just my 2 cents. They gotta, they're long, and it's one of those things. I'm not saying Cole Carnage couldn't get away with it. I'm just saying that, you know, there's some streamers that's kind of like their bread and butter, and some streamers, I think, you can, and I've been here before, but you can get seduced by the idea. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you played all the Mass Effects? You're like, it sounds super cool. Then when you're actually on hour, you know, 17 of 70, and you've told yourself in your chat you're going to do all the side quests as well, and you're watching, you know, bit by bit, people are falling off by the wayside, they miss a stream, they're never coming back, like,
Let's get back to it.
it's just, it's a big commitment, that's all I'm saying. Take it from somebody who almost cratered his career with Dark Souls 2 Sastus only run. And is still bitter. Yo, why we got all these ceramics on our back? Somebody else built the road though. So what am I gonna do with all these ceramics, man?
To Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
You need a future life.
You'll need them later for more roads. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, get in, go to a private room. Drink some monsters. That'll be the end of the stream. Hello. Yo, that'd be cool if people replied to you while you were playing.
Name Sam.
Name Sam. Name Sam. Sam. Name Sam.
Thank you.
At least I'm getting my steps in.
Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Okay. Team Unity game ranking. Controversial, but PUBG S ranking. Warzone S ranking. Divinity 2. Macros, cover your ears. Minecraft S ranking.
Good to see you. The legend does it again. Everything looks to be in perfect condition. Thank you, Sam.
Don't deny it. People were pogged up for PUBG at the time. They might not be all about PUBG now. That makes 7 billion of us. But at the time, it got the people going. Great handler. Aim higher and you will... What the... Great handler is below mover? I thought mover was like the base level. Mover, someone who picks up boxes and then takes them to another place. Miscellaneous grade 30. You will now receive more likes.
Until the next delivery, stay safe. Good work.
Right.
New order available.
If you don't mind, I would like to make some deliveries of requested cargoes. Like the oh frig, never picked it up because all right. Well, I guess we're just in our private locker. We're just gonna drop off ceramics. Drop off these ceramics. Drop off these ceramics. All right, that's fine. If we need them later, then we can grab them later. But for now, just go ahead and rest in your private room. For the King, we actually did play on a I think we had me, Mouth, and Apollo played it on a stream when Dan was away. It was fun. Good game. Hello, good morning, Samuel. Mules. Heroes or villains? See, I told you. This guy's been living, he's been living alone too long. He just wants a friend. He put me on his email list. Anyway, hold on. Let me go save it here. Go to the active terminal. You go save it up. Save completed. That is gonna do it for